Hey guys, it's Realtor Angelo, and today I'm joined by Ali Rivera from Ali Rivera Photography. Hey Ali.
Hi, Angelo. It's so good to see you.
You. Thanks for coming in and joining me.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so why don't you introduce yourself and basically tell us a little bit about how you ended up making this company?
Sure. So, my name is Ali with Ali Rivera Photography. We've been in business for about 3.5 years now. Originally I was a real estate agent, and then I was working as a staff member at one of the major real estate companies in town as the director of agent services. And agents knew I was a landscape photographer and I was interested in photography, would come to me and say, hey, could you go snap some photos of this new listing I've got? And it was kind of difficult to do that when I had a full-time job. So I just went ahead and took the plunge and was inspired by those agents and started my own company.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah,
We've got
that's
3
awesome.
photographers now, myself and 2 others.
Okay,
So we work 7 days a week, and it's fantastic. It's the best move I've ever made.
that's so great.
There's nothing I'd rather be
At
doing.
that time, what is it that inspired you to, pursue this?
It was really others believing in me and pushing me that gave me the confidence to take that leap and start my own business. So much support. I've built a lot of relationships with a lot of realtors in the community because I worked as a staff member for so long.
Right.
I don't think that without the support of those agents that I built that relationship with, I would still probably be doing it today. I was very lucky to have a lot of people believe in me from the very beginning, and I still count myself lucky to have that.
I love that. And I definitely see myself in what you're saying too, because just like you, I've always been interested in real estate, but I never thought I would be doing this for a living, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just the people around me just were like,
Yeah.
they believed in me and they supported me. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and here I am.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah. Well,
definitely, yeah,
congratulations.
thank you. Thank you. So
It's a great business to be in.
yeah, it really is. So that's why I understand kind of what that feels like, right?
Mhm.
So I wanted to ask, what do you think is the most important element in real estate photography? And I know that maybe you have some pictures that you would like to show us to talk about that.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Um, I think that preparation is a very big key in getting the home ready for photos. So I do have a couple photos to share for you. Okay, so this was a kitchen that I did for an agent not too long ago. The main thing was that they had really prepped the home for me. It wasn't staged. Sometimes I'll go into homes that are staged that are wonderful to work in. But this one, the homeowners had cleared off all of the counters, just left a few things on the counters. Everything was clean. There was no miscellaneous clutter. They had just cluttered up here above the cabinet. They had the same temperature light bulbs throughout the house. So lighting was just really even and beautiful throughout. This one was just really a joy to shoot. This one was an Airbnb up in Tahoe that I shot. And the most important for this homeowner was that they wanted to show really the scope of the room, the ceilings,
Right.
and the stained glass here, which was really beautiful. It was a gorgeous home. So even though the lake is to one side of you, they wanted to make sure that they weren't just getting lake shots, that they were showing some of the unique features of the home. So this home was that same home in Tahoe, and they said, we don't want to do exterior photos because it's dead right now. We'll have you come back in the spring, but we do still want to show something that'll kind of pop and bring up the warmth. So we did this exterior shoot, and this one was taken with a drone at twilight.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love this one because not only can you see this beautiful wall of glass, I mean, even these far bedrooms had had a beautiful lake view, and you can really tell from this, oh my gosh, look at all the room I've got to roam in this house. They've got this beautiful deck here. So again, we're not focused necessarily on the lake in this shot, but we are showing that all the other uses that you can kind of do to use this house.
Right. I love that. It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Amazing picture.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. Basically, just highlighting how important preparation is. And then I wanted to ask, I have a lot of people that just buy their home and then they move in, and then they want to take pictures to show it to their friends and family. And they want to know, is there a best way to take these pictures so that I make sure that I showcase most of the elements in the room? What advice would you give them?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So, any camera really can do. My suggestion, if you're not, an experienced photographer, is to go ahead and turn those lights on to really make sure that you've got a lot of light in the house.
Right.
A lot of times it's best to get a room from the corner. When I shoot a home, I'm always going to shoot from each corner of the room and kind of showcase that entire room. But don't forget, if you've got a lovely fireplace, stand in front of that fireplace and don't get shots from way up high. Get a shot from, if you're going to be sitting on the couch, get that shot from the level of, where you would be sitting, kind of an eye level view of how you would use that room.
I see.
If I'm taking pictures in a kitchen, I'm going to raise the level of my camera a little bit so I can see over the countertops to see the stove and not get under the cabinets. I don't want to see the bottoms of the cabinets. I want to see, give me a better view of this room. So, I think that those are some really good tips. Also, try to keep your camera straight. Don't tilt it down or tilt it up. That'll give you really, really a skewed view of the home. And just stand back, back and take a look and walk through the home as if you were walking through it with fresh eyes. Walk through that front door and go, okay, what's so appealing about this room? Those are the shots you want to show off.
Yeah, definitely. Well, thank you so much. I think this will be very valuable to a lot of people watching.
Absolutely.
And then finally, I just wanted to ask for some of my sellers, right, that are ready to potentially list their home and start working with it. Would you mind giving them a little bit of an overview of what they should be expecting
Sure.
before you come by?
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have a checklist that we can send out to clients.
Oh, okay.
But the main thing is to remove clutter from countertops. Put anything, dishes away. Don't have anything in the sink. Remove the garbage cans. Put those in the garage. Make sure you vacuum. Don't just shove stuff right under the bed. We're going to see that. Light bulbs, again, a lot of times I show up and the light bulbs are burnt out and we're struggling to find light bulbs. Go through the house and make sure that everything's in working order. Clean the windows. That's a big tip.
Yeah.
It really makes a big difference if you've got anything outside worth looking at. And do a quick once over in the yard. Make sure that anything that's kind of torn and tattered out there, again, get rid of it before we get there.
And then finally, I wanted to ask this question that I ask everyone who I bring on is there anything exciting going on? Maybe any goals for 2021, or what are you looking forward to for this year?
Sure. Well, one thing that I'm looking forward to is we've been doing a lot of commercial and architectural shoots lately. That business is a fun area that we haven't been focused on in the past, that we're kind of dipping our toes in and getting more work at, and it's fun to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, something exciting for agents in the industry is we're tinkering with adding some lifestyle shoots. Did a big lifestyle shoot with some agents yesterday, had a great time doing it. So I'm thinking that's something that we might offer a little bit more of in the future.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I think that's it. Thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate your time. It was such a pleasure to connect, on social media before this, and now, in person, or as close to in person as we can get.
Yes.
Thank you so much again. I'm sure all the people that are watching this have found it extremely helpful.
Yeah.
And for everyone who's watching, thank you so much. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.
Thank you so much, Angela. It was a pleasure.
All right. Thanks.
Bye-bye.